the guns, dude.
Yeah, so we're live.
Fuck yeah, we're live.
So
How's
obviously,
it going tonight, man?
So how are you, Keenan?
I'm fucking good. Hey guys, we're not. You know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you to your face, guys. We're not taking calls right now. I don't. What?
We done got disconnected.
No, we didn't get disconnected, you fucker. We're doing a show. What do you think? Okay. What do you think about the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles coming up in Glasgow, Scotland this weekend? Right? This weekend we're talking.
I don't know, Dan.
No shit, you don't know. So what the fuck are you doing on my phone, dude? We appreciate you. Later, bro. These motherfuckers. All right, man. Sorry, dude. I apologize, man. They think because it's a call-in show they can do whatever the fuck they want to. That's not. I'm the boss. I'm the damn boss. And that guy Winston I was talking about came on my. He's on the other one right now. Like you probably why you walking away? Why you had to go do something? I was like, hey, fucking Winston, I just talked about you, you fucking bitch. Whatever. He is one of the best ever. We'll save that for later. So
what's even going on in wrestling right now?
Well, I just saw. I mean, AJ Styles quit last week, and then he hit Cody Rhodes in the face and punched him a little bit, and now they're doing an I Quit match in Glasgow, Scotland. And I guess they're just going to every they're picking like, hey, this wrestler's from Australia. Let's go and take I guess they're just picking out like, hey, we got a couple of Scottish guys here. We haven't been there. Which I mean, they were drowning out fucking what's his name? AJ Styles was trying to go talk to Cody Rhodes, and the Glasgow people just kept chanting Cody Rhodes over and over again, and AJ couldn't get a word out edgewise. So that was pretty fucking cool. I enjoyed that. I mean, that's the one thing I can give to. I almost would be great if I'd be okay with them sticking to going to foreign countries exclusively for a little while. Motherfucker, quit calling in. This is not the call-in show. When I want y'all to call in and we do a call-in, literally the Waffle House show this week, I was like, okay, we're going to do a call-in show. Nobody fucking calls in. This week, they're like, hey, or tonight, they're like, hey, they're not doing any calls. Let's do a call-in show now. Fucking dicks. God. It's probably all Winston. Right now, he's like, oh, you don't want me to call? I'm going to call you 25 times in a row. Fucking dick.
Only you would have that problem.
But it's a good problem to have, dude. I've had people call me like, hey, are you going live? When you going live? I'm like, dude, I'll be going live later. Like, oh man, right now, when you got there was a dude and his kid called up. He's like, hey man, I'm just drinking a beer watching you live. He's like, hey, you mind talking to little man real quick? I was like, nah, I guess not. He put his son on the phone. He's like, hey man, I saw you make videos on YouTube. I was like, yeah, dude, I do. Like, man, you're cool. I was like, dude, you sound tough, bro. And his dad started laughing. He's like, all right, man, I appreciate you, too. I was like, appreciate you, man. Shit, that's one of the best parts of doing this dumb shit is people reaching out and calling in. And people, just calling in for no reason. Calling, is this shit for real? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, who would you? Or they think I'm trying to scam them in some way? I'm like, how would I fucking scam? I'm putting my shit out there. How am I scam? Hey, call in so I can get all your information because I don't know how that would work. I'm sure somebody could do that, but I don't know how that would work.
It's crazy. Again, I am not a call-in show, and when I interview, it's me and my guest, and that's it.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. Yo, and what did I see? What was your interview after CGI Cam Girl? What was that interview? I can't remember. I don't want to disrespect them and not right, but I did watch. It was a very good interview.
Who? What did you say? It wasn't or it was?
It was no. I wouldn't say shit to you if it wasn't a good interview. It wasn't a good interview, bro. No, why would I? No, it was the interview after the Cam Girl, the CGI one. It was you were talking to
somebody in comics, right?
Yeah, it was a guy in comics. I just don't want to disrespect. I'm sorry, I have to look it up. Guys, quit fucking calling in. Jesus Christ. And y'all are only doing this now to upset the fuck out of me. So you know what? We're gonna start taking calls after we do our shit. I'll take all the calls you want to, because guess what? Once I get done with this dude, I'm gonna stay on for a few hours, guys. I'm just gonna stay here and hang out with you for a few hours. So chill the fuck out. I'm over here looking like Goofy with this fucking tie and shit, dude. And I do dumb shit. People are like, I literally took a thumbnail picture. I put my apple in my mouth. That apple that I was eating, dude, that was my thumbnail. Apple in the mouth looking like a pig, like this, dude. Like that's what's up. All right, so are you gonna watch? I guess the Glasgow, Scotland thing is happening Saturday or Sunday. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't even care. I don't care anymore.
I don't care, but I'll watch like after the once. I'm not gonna. And what's fucked up is, dude, you can't watch the replay. Like if you come in late, you can't rewind. You know what I'm saying? You can watch the replay the next day. But like, say I come in like around the Cody Rhodes, like the last match, it won't let me rewind to check out. Okay, well, let's see what else happened real quick. Okay, no, it won't let me rewind, which I don't like. I mean, it doesn't matter to wait a day or whatever just to fast forward and check it out. But I mean, and what is it like? We're going to Glasgow, Scotland for whatever the fuck. What's the dude's name from fucking Scotland?
Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's where we're going.
Yeah, see, I don't even care. Like, honestly, I just want to get the SummerSlam. I want the Rock and Cody at SummerSlam. And
You think that's going to happen? The Rock and Cody at SummerSlam?
I think that's what they want to do. Whether they do it or they don't, that's up for debate. But that's the idea plan, right?
I guess I don't know what the plan is. I mean, I haven't seen. Have you seen? Quit fucking calling. Have you seen the new docu-series on Vice about WCW and like the rise and fall of WCW?
I have not seen that yet.
The Rock is involved. Like he's the executive producer, and like he's one of the one of the interview type things where he's talking about like, oh, it was cool. I'm like, dude, but you had nothing to fucking do with WCW. Why? Like, I get maybe you put your name on the executive producing, but why are you being? It's like me and you talking about vaginas. We don't know what the fuck's going on down there. I'm happy to be there sometimes. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, let's have a whole docu-series on. Well, the first time I was with a vagina, like, who the fuck cares, Rock? Like, shut. It's fucking dumb. But of course, I'm gonna watch the next one probably because it was like everything but him. He was my only complaint. Everything else was pretty good, but he was my. I'm like, why do you keep jumping in here, Rock? Like, dude, you're not making me like you more by jumping the fuck in here, Rock. All right, so you're not gonna watch the Glasgow, Scotland shit. I mean, I'm gonna replay it. I'm not gonna watch it live. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I don't really care. I'll probably just fucking skim through it.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I might. So the AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes match is an I Quit match, but it's not even a fucking whatchamacallit match. It's not even a I Leave. And I was like, well, why'd they do that whole? And I guess they Cody Rhodes called it pulling a fake Mark Henry or something. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I mean, it's nothing important. I mean, like you said, I mean, there's nothing. Last WWE tonight means nothing this time. Nothing is happening.
Yeah, again, I don't really give a shit because you know what it is. Here's the reality of it all, right?
Yeah.
We all know that nothing's gonna come out of this whole fucking thing. So yeah. So
but they did mention a bunch of other fucking promotions on WWE tonight. Like AJ Styles was mentioning all the places Cody had quit from. He's like, it's so easy for you to say I quit. I'm gonna make you say you quit from here, you quit from New Japan, you quit from Ring of Honor. You even started a company and then quit that company, which is obviously AEW. But I was pretty impressed. It was like, when was the last WWE doesn't talk about that shit at all. Like they don't bring up the competition.
That is interesting. right?
Yeah, it was interesting. And of course, like, didn't you say that New Japan and Ring of Honor, aren't they all in like cahoots? Oh, and they didn't bring up TNA though. Of course, Cody Rhodes never worked there, but they did bring up AJ Styles, doing, trudging through. And they didn't really bring up AJ Styles' origin before, right? I mean, was the TNA like 16 years trudging through TNA or some shit brought up before he?
I mean, he was in AJ was in TNA for a while, and
No,
then
but I'm saying, did WWE bring up that in a storyline ever? I don't know because I'm in and out all the time.
I don't think they did.
So that's what I'm saying. So they're on a completely different level, bringing up his old shit and bringing up. So I mean, that could be the only cool thing is that they're mentioning all the other shit and like they're trying something. They're showing that hey, we're not Vince McMahon anymore. So that could be the only cool thing that comes out of this. And I do like. I mean, I don't know. Where do you think? All right, so where's SummerSlam at?
Oh man, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know where SummerSlam is this year.
I'm just trying to think of where the next super like specific area they're going to. Because I mean, I understand the Saudi Arabia thing. They're just trying to get that money. I understand that. But then they're like specifically going to Australia and Glasgow, Scotland. They only have they don't have that many Australian fucking. They don't have that many. I mean, they do, and I guess tonight they showed 2 English guys that they're bringing out. So I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But my cool points of fucking Mecca went the fuck up when I texted him earlier today. I said what? Because it's his fucking week, so I'm thinking we're gonna watch some Japan animation bullshit. This guy says, what about Wet Hot American Summer? Yes, please, motherfucker. Like, oh my God. Yes, please, dude. I've been watching that. It came out in 2001. I've been watching it since then. I remember the first time I saw it on cable, I was like, oh, this is the best movie ever. And then, did you ever watch The State?
Which one?
Well, it's not a movie. It was an MTV Saturday Night Live Mad TV type show called The State. This is where this group of people all met up, and not met up. They started like this comedy troupe called The State. MTV picked it up. They became a thing, and then they started making movies and shit, and started becoming really big. So
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, you gotta back up. You gotta see The State. You gotta see The State. One of their, if you just YouTube Louis. And he want YouTube Louis The State, and I'm telling you, bro, it'll blow your fucking mind. I gotta put my balls into it, and he's talking about fucking golf balls. I'm gonna put my balls because they literally MTV told him, hey, you gotta come up with more catchphrases, and they're like, we don't want to do catchphrases. We want to do is like, no, you got to come up with some catchphrases. So they literally said, well, we're gonna come up with the stupidest catchphrase we can. I want to dip my balls into it. And that was like one of their biggest. I love that fucking sketch. They literally just reunited The State. I guess they did a 25th anniversary because it's been like 25 years since those fucking guys came out. But then they did the movie Wet Hot American Summer. And that's one of the best. That is a literal cult classic. It flopped like a motherfucker in the box office, but then just grew and grew and grew. Oh, I mean, when they go to town, I mean, it's the perfect 1980s summer camp. Fucking last day of camp, we got to do everything we can. Let's fall in love. Let's have sex. Let's break up. And Paul Rudd kissing Elizabeth Banks. You taste like cheeseburgers. I'm done with you. Like this motherfucker. It's great. Fucking, you all right, man?
Oh yeah. I had to get something. Sorry.
I thought you were just very like enthusiastic, but like, yeah, bro, yes. No, I'm fucking with you. But Bradley Cooper and what is it, Michael Ian Black? I think that's his name. Their little homosexual makeout scene, and then it was like no big deal. Like they're all hiding in the bushes doing, and they tell everybody we're getting married. Like, oh my gosh, we love it. Why are you all hiding in the bushes then, dude? What was that whole fucking thing about, dude? What was like? That's just a complete like. They did everything so great in that movie, and then Of course, that movie leads us to Reno 911, Role Models, fucking two of those guys. What is this? Ben Grant and what's his name? Guys, quit calling. We're not doing this right now. We're doing it. What's his name? Fuck. I wish I knew.
I don't know where you're going with this.
But they wrote the Night at the Museum movies. So I mean,
Ben Stiller.
no, not even Ben Stiller. The Thomas Lennon and Ben Grant. They weren't in Wet Hot American Summer, but they were in The State, and then went on to make Reno 911, and also wrote the Ben Stiller movies Night at the Museum. So I mean, The State was kind of like this thing that wasn't very big. It ran like 5 seasons, did 26 episodes, 4 seasons. Then it kind of introduced all these people to the rest of the world, and they made these little fucking movies and all this shit. I mean, when they go to town, and they go to town, they get all crazy. They're smoking weed, they're doing drugs, they're doing all this shit, and then they come back and like, oh, did y'all get to go to town? They're like, yeah, man, it's great to get away from camp, even for an hour. I was like, what? All this shit happened in a fucking hour, guys? Like, are you for real, dude? Like, just every part of that movie is fucking just delicious and good, dude. So fucking good. And when you told me Wet Hot American Summer, I was like, fucking Mecca. Like, cool points up here now, bro. Thank you. That Spirited Away with that chick and then the old 5,000. I was like, what the fuck's going on there? But then you hit me up with Wet Hot American Summer. Have you seen the Netflix prequels?
I've seen the prequel and I've seen the sequel, and I appreciated what they were trying to do, but it was rough.
It was rough. I think the prequel was not needed. The sequel was. I liked, the end of the movie there. Well, in 10 years, let's meet up at 9:30 in the morning right here. And they're like, and they're like, okay, 10:30ish, and they're like, no, I feel like we're gonna be 30 years old. We should be able to show up somewhere. Fucking, like, we should be able to show up somewhere where we tell you we're gonna be there and stuff. And then that movie was good. That sequel was good, but the prequel, it was like the first day of camp. It's like, okay, guys, y'all are all like 20 years older and shit. Like, this just isn't. This is hard living. The first movie and the 10 years later, that was good shit. The prequel, that was hard living. And it was just a money grab from Netflix, dude. What I like is like those two, the prequel and the sequels available on Netflix, but the actual movie is not, because Netflix doesn't own the actual movie and they don't want to pay for that. Like they don't want to be paying for shit that they don't own anymore. At least not as much as Wet Hot American Summer wants.
That is true, but I agree. I mean, I definitely thought the prequel was rough because you're just like, well, you're all older. Like, it doesn't work anymore.
And so they had. I think Bradley Cooper wasn't there for the prequel, which was weird, but he was there for the 10 years later sequel. And again, I mean, the prequel was just. I mean, again, I get what, like you said, I'll give what they're doing, and all those people are fucking awesome. I love that they got them almost all back together multiple times. I mean, a bunch of those. I mean, Bradley Cooper and Paul Rudd became fucking Avengers, bro. Like, getting them to go to Netflix to do a prequel or a sequel to anything, pretty big fucking deal, dude.
I mean, and then what Elizabeth Banks was in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, she was in. I don't remember in the prequel or sequels, but I remember her from the first movie being like, oh, or when what's his name? That guy, Kim Marino, the guy that goes to the rivers and he's like, I gotta get back to have sex. That's the guy that does I'm gonna dip my balls into it for the fucking this.
And then you had Molly Shannon in there too.
And the fucking the kid, like, look, you gotta love yourself. I don't know. Like, this person just isn't right for you. Like, you totally see her and that kid, like, just, like, loving each other. I really wish that kid came back for the 10-year later sequel. And Molly Shannon was like, yeah, we've been happy forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had sex with a 10-year-old kid. They have babies and shit. Everything.
And people forget you had Kevin something Kevin, I can't think of, but he's a steward in The Big Bang Theory. That was his first break.
Yeah.
Like, all these people are in this movie. It's insane how many people are in this movie.
It's a good fucking flick, and it's just I remember, dude. I tell you, I remember catching it on cable. You know, this is how fucking old I am, bro. I remember watching it on cable, like it just coming on one night. I'm like, Wet Hot American Summer. I totally thought there was gonna be some fucking titties in this movie, bro. I totally thought this was gonna be some, like, I thought I was seeing some Skinamax or some shit. But Wet Hot American Summer it wasn't Skinny Max, but it was actually hilarious. And I noticed, I was like, oh shit, because I saw The State. I was an MTV kid, so I watched The State when it came out. You know, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's out there and absurd and whatever and shit. But then I recognized, you know, Joe Truglio from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine and shit now, dude. He says, again, these same guys were in Role Models. They brought a lot of them back, and Joe, to sleep or chest to dream. I'll never forget that line from the movie Role Models with McLovin and the little black kid, and they were like the Big Brother program with Stifler and Paul Rudd. Fucking hilarious, dude. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, dude, I was super impressed that you brought any of this shit up. So why, what'd you love about what made you bring, like I said, dude, you just, not to say that you're not a cool guy, just the fact that you brought this movie up, I was just like, oh, that's kind of like, were you trying to like steer something like I would like, or is this something that you fit, like, I know you're busy, like,
I enjoy Wet Hot American Summer. I enjoy the fact that you have a lot of people in it, and a lot of people are in that movie. A lot of people at the start of their careers are in that movie.
Yep.
You got Bradley Cooper. It was one of his first roles. You got Christopher Melanini, who people forget was in that movie.
Oh, and talking to the fucking soup can and that red-haired guy, dude. Did you? One of the cut scenes is Christopher Maloney getting all up in the red-haired guy's ear and like, you gonna do this? Fucking do it, man. You fucking do it. And then he walks away, and the red-haired guy looks down at the can of vegetables like, you better fucking talk to him, man. And then just walks away from it. And that's like the only time he acknowledges that fucking vegetable can and like, yes. So you better fucking talk to him, man. And then walks the fuck away, dude. That movie has so many like head like thoughts in it, and like when the kids are about to like go over the rapids and shit, and they got to go back and find them, they take forever. And Janine Garofalo and Joe Latruglio are like, where's he at? What's going on? And they're like slamming shit around and banging shit and knocking everything down and going back and forth. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, they're taking like an hour just to go save these kids. Like, we got to go get them. And then they go and finally find them. And he's like, oh, he found the woman that he was going to have sex with. And she's like, you're going to think this is really shitty, but what was your name again? And he's like, you don't know what I went through to try to, and then Janine Garofalo and the other guy come up and they're like, you got to go save the kids at the rapids. He's like, I'll go right now. I'm like, dude, what just happened? You trying to have sex and she's kissing a little boy? What's happening here, man? Like, I'm almost positive I was sober, but it did not make me feel sober when I first watched it. I was like, I should be drunk or stoned or some shit going on right now, because I'm not in the right headspace for this fucking movie. I know that for sure.
I mean, I enjoy the whole movie. I think the movie is ridiculous. I think it's a brilliant movie because of that.
The kids going over the rapids, the meteor like coming down, or like even just the dumb shit. He's like, David Hyde Pierce from Frasier talking to, come to the picnic table and meet me there in 10 seconds so I can talk to you. She's like, okay.
No, again.
Yeah, and she just waits 10 seconds, like literally waits and walks over there, and they start explaining what's happening. I'm like, dude, what if, like, they're just fucking with me, I feel like. They're just fucking messing with me here, and I'm going to let it keep going, I guess.
That's the point, though, right? Isn't the whole point of the movie is that it's just absolutely just like an acid trip, and it's brilliant.
It is.
It's a gigantic fucking acid trip, and it's awesome.
And yeah, I thought, and I literally feel like, can you imagine? Like, I love the thought of the writers and the people that are playing the movie. Just like, this is gonna fuck with them so much, man. This is gonna be great. We're gonna fuck with these fucking people. Like, we're not gonna do anything. Like, I bet you, like, the director was like, okay, I want you to wait. Actual 10 seconds. Count 10 seconds in your head, like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, and then you walk over there, all right? Because it's like a one shot all the way across. So I mean, I can just like, this is gonna fuck with them, Janine. Just go, and they fuck with us in the nonstop movie. And in fact, like, I'm gonna like, and that's like, you gotta pay to see this movie now. It's not available for free anywhere. You can see the prequels on Netflix, the sequels on Netflix, but to see the actual movie, you gotta pay for it.
I think
it's worth paying. Yeah, no, and I'm not. It's one of those movies that's worth paying for. I mean, I will be honest. I was a pirate today and got Ghostbusters because fuck that dude Finn. He dissed me and my daughter at the Fan Expo, so I'm not paying for his stupid fucking movie.
Oh shit! What's the story with that one?
Well, he didn't diss us. He just we paid. She wanted to meet the guy. She wanted to meet the Finn kid from Stranger Things and the Ghostbusters, but he had to cancel because of scheduling conflicts. So instead, we met the Caleb kid from Stranger Things, and she like begged me. I was like, I'm gonna tell him like there's this fat white guy in Texas that wants to whoop your ass, Fed. Just she was like, please don't tell him that. I was like, come on now, like let me do it so bad. So then I was thinking, like, I was gonna pay to see the Ghostbusters movie whenever we were gonna go meet this guy to be like, dude, your movie was awesome, blah blah blah, cool, good work. But then he canceled. I was like, well, I'm not paying this motherfucker for shit. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that for anything. So that I did Pirate Bay his Ghostbusters Frozen Empire today. But I mean, I'm fucking 41 years old. I paid for a lot of fucking shit in my lifetime. So I think every once in a while, I'm due a couple free things. Every once in a while, I'm due a couple. Especially since you didn't show up in Texas for us, dude. Fuck you, Finn. Fuck you. I don't know if that's his real name or his Netflix Stranger Things name. I'm not for sure, but fuck him. Dude, Andrew, we're gonna have to, after we get off of this thing, we're gonna have to do a call-in because they will not stop fucking blowing me up. Fuck these people. All right, so Wet Hot American Summer, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Finn, fuck him. Nothing going on in wrestling. So you like the sequel, but not the pre. Are we on the same page with that? The meeting 10 years later was pretty good because they're all old as fuck now, and it matches up and it's funny. But the prequel, like, hey guys, this doesn't like you can't watch the prequel, the movie, and then the sequel. Like it just kind of fucks everything up. Like you have to watch the real movie.
I mean, let me put it this way: is that if you're already in it, you're gonna watch the prequel, but it's not very good because it just was rough.
Yeah, it was some rough shit. It was some rough shit. But I mean, oh, wait, you might be impressed with this. I have this for sale in my merch store right now. Mouse pad. Me doing the Janet Jackson pose. My titties. I only made it because I needed a mouse pad, and I was sitting there making shit. I was like, might as well just. I mean, I put my logo on one, but then I was like, Janet Jackson. You probably weren't even alive for that Rolling Stone fucking cover. Maybe you were a fucking child then. Who knows?
The only Janet Jackson thing I remember is when Justin Timberlake took off her top.
Before that, she was like, dude, I was like maybe 5th or 6th grade. She was in her fucking 20s. She was on the cover of Rolling Stone, bare chested with just some dude's hands on her fucking titties covering her nipples. And so then I did somehow, and I've never been able to recreate this pic. Somehow I took a thumbnail one day with my shirt off, covering like this and doing this. I have not been able to recreate that picture ever. I've tried to do it a couple times, like, oh, that would be funny if I could do it. No, I've never been able to recreate that shit. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You do it. Guys, call us. Let us get done with our shit real quick, man. We're almost done. I promise you. It's not going to take too much longer. Then maybe I can talk Andrew into talking to y'all's bitch asses off of his stream so he doesn't get in trouble.
there. I'm already in enough trouble. So
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to finish this and get up because they want to drop the N word all day on me. They don't do it. They don't do it. They don't do it all that much, but I mean, it is. I'm like, what is it? Like, you just gotta grin and bear it and get through. Like, what the fuck does this do, man? What is this? What does this do, man? Like, does it make you feel better to scream that word or something? Like, doesn't do nothing. Well, not. Or there's this one guy that calls me and he like censors the N word on himself. He's like, yeah, you're Agate or something. Like he censors himself. I'm like, dude, what are you like, dude? Then why are you even calling me with this shit if you're like gonna self-censor yourself? Like, I appreciate it. Like I don't want to get in trouble for saying these things. I'm not trying to do that, but I am getting dangerously close to that watch time though, dude. I'm like, I think I need another like 1,300 hours or something, man. We're almost there, dude. We're almost there. I'm gonna be there before the end of the summer. I promise you that, Mac. I promise you that. So, do you think?
I gotta figure out my shit. It's complicated. Again, I'm stuck at like 647 on a subscriber level. I'm also just taking a week off from everything.
Dude, I was stuck at that too. I was stuck at like less than 1,000 hours every year. Cause getting 4,000 hours in a year, dude, you gotta be almost fucking viral to get that shit, dude. But this going live vertical stuff, that's the only thing that's been pumping me up, dude. I'm going live vertical until I'm switching all my shit up until I get those 4,000 watch hours. Then I'll go back to normal and doing shit differently. But dude, I've gone vertical live 24 hours in a row just to fucking get, because you get those watch hours. Dudes like Winston fucking talking shit to me and watching for hours. That's time, dude. I'll take that. I'm gonna give a fuck. Talk shit to me. I'll take that. Let's go, dude. I've been doing this since I was fucking 13, bro. You want to talk some shit to me? Let's go, dog. I can fuck up your world, Mecca. No, I'm fucking with you. So, anything else we're going to talk about tonight? We talked about Ghostbusters, Wet Hot American Summer, the prequels and the sequels, and I talked about the state, which, dude, I think almost next week I need you to. It's my turn. If we don't have any, we won't have any wrestling to talk about, barely any. You need to fucking watch the state, dude. It's 4 seasons, 26 episodes. It's fucking nothing. You can even just look up fucking clips on YouTube, dude. But that's what I'd like to talk about next week. The state. You've never seen it. All these people are in it. You'd be like, holy fuck. This is where they came from. This is what they're doing. You'll recognize so many fucking people, dude. You got anything else to talk about today?
I don't.
Nothing to talk about. So, wrestling, you kind of got your shit together, but we're still. And I mean, you got tough sales here. I mean, unless you're seeing some ass from Mecca, and I'm a fair weather fan, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not sold on wrestling at all times, guys. Like four or 5 times a year, I'm good. And unfortunately, because hanging out with Mecca, I gotta watch it so much. Oh, my bad, Mecca's still on here. I'll quit talking shit about him.
Oh shit!
I'm joking, man. I'm joking. So I mean, this is a pretty good, cool show. You want to shout out your shit on my shit real quick?
Yeah. So basically, anything Pop Anime Comics is mine. It is down below on my end. I am Pop Anime Comics on Twitter/X, Pop Anime Comics on the Instagram, Pop Anime Comics on Facebook, Pop Anime Comics on YouTube. Please subscribe. It means a lot. It's free. It goes a long way. And I cannot promise that you'll get smarter, but I can assure you that you will be entertained. So that's everything I got going on. Also, I run an eBay store called Pop Anime Comics Collectibles. And
wait, that's called Pop Anime Comics too? What the fuck were you thinking, man?
Oh no, it was a bad idea. I know.
Making all your shit it was a terrible idea. Making all your shit match. No, I got Bob's product, nerding out, Keenan Press. Like, there's all these fucking different ways to, like, this guy, Pop Anime Comics, anything. It makes me like, I swear to God, if we were in the same, and this is just between us guys, like, I swear, if we were in the same city, I might just like wrestle and like punch him in his face. He's got everything. My bad. Go ahead, Mecca. My bad, dude. Go ahead. Pop Anime Comics. My bad, man.
Yeah. So basically, anything Pop Anime Comics is mine. And that's pretty much it. So
stay away from it. Come on.
If you're looking for rare collectibles, cards, comics, anything of that nature, I got you covered.
You got
Yeah.
something to show us this week? You always put some titties.
Oh yeah. I got
this
these.
week?
I got these in my store. Some nice Angel Reese Welcome to the Jungle cards.
Nice. Welcome to the jungle.
So those are limited.
WNBA draft. I love how, like, last year nobody gave a shit about women's basketball, and this year it's like boom, everybody cares about it. And I'm down for it. I have no problem. I even went to a Dallas WNBA. I even went to one WNBA game, motherfucker. So I am down with the lady. No, I'm joking, but I did go to a game, and it looked like it was like real basketball without the slam dunks. I mean, it was like basketball with all white dudes. It felt like everybody was making shots and shit, and I was like, oh fuck, like that's pretty good shit.
Yeah, so those cards are limited to 25. So there's only 25 of those in the world.
Only 25 of those cards available. Are you looking for any like fan expo type of things to try to get some of these cards signed anyway, or would like you trying to do that shit?
I'm doing that shit with some anime shit.
Yeah,
that will be in my store, and I'm gearing up for that. But with the basketball stuff, it's harder.
yeah.
But again, they're limited to 25. I have 5 of them, and 4 of them are available for sale. So obviously somebody else has 10 of them. So technically, me and the other person I know, we control 60% of the market on it at a minimum, and it's a long haul. So if you're looking for those cards, I got you covered.
All right, cards covered. So that's it. That's the only thing you got to show us. Nothing, no titties, no John Cena. You can't see me, stupid shit. None of that.
No, not this week. No,
dude, I would pay for a John Cena card if it has fucking bald spot on it. Like back, and it was like you can't see me. I would love that. That'd be the fucking card right there. I would pay for this. Is it my turn now? Is it
go right ahead.
All right. So we want to say, as always, we do our shows on a weekly basis. But we gotta say what's up to our supporters. Macaw. She was the very first person to support us. No, like I said, Basili. I'm almost positive it's not how you say your name, but I want her to come back. I've never heard from her again. All hail Bob is what she put in the fucking donation, but never heard from her again. Then we got Sea Lavender and Cosmic. They're our top 2 donators. They're big supporters. And then we got Rebel 420. And then we got DJ Jazzy Jason. He's like I don't know. He's like who's your mortal enemy, and I don't know. He's just my mortal enemy, dude. Like I don't know. I like him and Winston, dude, for some fucking reason, man. But we got the Cash App in the back. We got a stand store. We got merch. There's gonna be a teacher. That's why I need any suggestions. Like I could superimpose mine and Mecca's face. I'm like, what's a good wrestling tag? Dude, we could be on the Rockers, dude. I could be Marty Jannetty. You could be Shawn Michaels, bitch. I could just take the faces, put it right there. The Rockers from the 90s. What do you think, dude? I mean, I'm just thinking like we need 2 white guys, dude. We need two lame ass.
What things I could say?
What?
Whatever you want, I'm down for.
I'm just gonna take the faces and put them on the fucking thing and put like last WWE tonight. That's our fucking shirt, man. That's our shirt. And then it'll become vintage because right then what happened here? What's going on? It fucking paused. All right, we're back. But that's me. Everybody knows my shit, and links are all in the description. Unlike Perfect Pop Anime Comics over here, I didn't do everything right like him.
Very few people do.
Shut the fuck up. All right, man. Let's end this shit.
Whatever. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. That's a wrap. And I'll stay on the line for phone calls because that'll.
We're gonna do a couple phone calls. Jump on to I'm going vertical. I don't know. He can go vertical if he wants to. We could do.